Welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks and Arizona.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, they've got Duncan, and it's Terry in at the 4 spot.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a skill set.
Arizona shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The Jayhawks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Boy, Arizona has had a lot of outstanding players in the NBA at all positions. For a while, they were known as a guard factory, and rightly so. Plenty of the outstanding guards have played in Wildcat jerseys.
And there's the 3-second violation. Lee against Lawson. Lee kicks to Oubre. Terry setting the pick for Lee. He got right to the cup using that screen. For the Arizona Wildcat program, a lot of great guards over the years. Perimeter players in general have been their strength.
Yeah, think about it. Andre Iguodala, Jason Terry, Richard Jefferson are some of the recent names. How about Gilbert Arenas?
Sure.
As well. I mean, they've made their way also into the coaching ranks as well, with Steve Kerr doing a terrific job with the Warriors, and now Luke Walton, an assistant.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Oubre kicks to Duncan. Doubled by King. King with the steal. And now Arizona on the break. Lawson's got the ball.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Ewing's checked in for Arizona. Johnson comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Williams attacking. The shot is off, so Arizona will take it the other way.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Calderon has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Arizona trails by 3.
And with Arizona, you know they are going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job of recruiting, and they always seem to field a team ready to make a deep run in the tournament. Just a very consistent program.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Williams, and it's Gaines in at the center.
Boy, it's been tough for Freak here in the first half. Not sure why he's been so slow out of the gate, but you can see he's not himself.
And guys, with the production he puts up, he's going to see a lot of different looks.
Hello, welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
King, he's in at shooting guard. Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Lawson in at the 1. And for Kansas, we've got Oubre, and it's Terry in at the 4. Lawson the pass to King. Mitchell dishes to Freak. High post try. Here's Lawson. Terry grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And he gets the bucket. And it's a 6-point Jayhawk lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
King, that's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
Now, here's Oubre. He's guarded closely. Out of bounds, Arizona takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
A platoon swap here for Kansas.
And you said it. I mean, the Jayhawks have won for a really long time. 3 college titles for them. The first one coming in 1952, the others in 88 and 2008. You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night. Arizona trails by 6. And King, here we go. Johnson outside. From outside the arc. No good. And Kansas the other way now. Now here's Calderon. Outside Williams. King with the block.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same.
Is checked in for Arizona. King comes in for Johnson. And the Jayhawks also making a change. Duncan, he's checked in for Lee. Kept alive with the second effort. King used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Can't get it to fall.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Oubre kicks to Jenkins. And that'll be Kansas's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Jayhawks able to keep the ball here.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Shot from the inbound. Duncan can't hit. But plenty of drama in this one so far.
And I would not be surprised if it goes right down to the buzzer.
And with the offense getting least, they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Lee's check in for Jenkins.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Lee up top. 1:11 left in the second half of basketball. Here is Gaines. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there. One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are. Well, it's been a good game tonight for Freak. He's got 8 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
And he can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Gaines gets the lead. Here is Gaines. Lewis covering.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
And he commits the intentional foul. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And no good this time on the 1-and-1.
The perfect chance, an opportunity to wrap it up, and he couldn't take advantage. We'll see if he lives to regret it.
Lee passes to Gaines. Nails it! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Lee against King. And that'll be Kansas's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Jayhawks able to keep the ball here. Duncan dishes to Lee. Here's Gaines. Missed. So hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's Arizona and the Michigan Wolverines.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
A look at Arizona's starting group. King in at 2-guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Lewis in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And Lawson hits 2 free throws. Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
How about having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986. And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impressed me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
And Flash gets it to go.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
And it's Freak missing. King with the steal. And now Arizona on the break. And Lawson gets it to go on the assist by Freak.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Screen by Ellis. Michigan moving it around. Smith with a screen on Lawson. Flash passes to Ellis. Smith inside. Lewis on him. Nice shot by Smith.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Now here is Lawson. He's guarded closely. Here's Lewis. Shot is no good. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. Here's Flash. Ellis with a screen on Lewis. Here's Flash. Here's Smith. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Arizona trails by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And Michigan has possession. And Arizona will go for a different look here. Stevenson right side. Inside, Taylor. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Arizona trails by 4. They've got Taylor. Cunningham is out there with Jones, and it's Knight in at the 2-guard spot. Goodwin with it. Jones covering, and it's Goodwin missing.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
And for Arizona, King, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Goodwin. Ewing is out there with Johnson. And it's Hollins in at the 3, the 4 spot. Now here's Ewing. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Ewing's got his first basket.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab 5 group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum. Outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Can't stop this.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
On the court for Michigan, Ellis is out there with Jones. And it's Smith. And there's Flash. And it's Crawford at the 2. Here's Flash. Lawson defending. Ellis outside. That's good. Ellis has got it all tied up now for the Wolverines.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
There's a good screen. And King, here we go. Mitchell dishes to Freak. And yes, sir, that one drops. King's got the lead up to 2 now for Arizona.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
One-on-one here. Here's Jones. Misses from short range. Jones has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. And King, here we go. No luck. Great defense that time from Ellis. King's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Smith left side. And there's another one for the Wolverines.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
And amazing that they hold the lead with how poorly they shot in the first half, but they've defended at a high level and remain in control.
And it's off the back rim, no good. Crawford's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Crawford against King.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
The 11-footer. Rebound by Smith. Michigan with the ball. A 2-point game. Jones trying to get open. Crawford's shot is good.
You know, everybody seems to be sleepwalking out there on defense, and it's been that way, guys, ever since they came out of the halftime locker room.
King and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Good on the second free throw. Stevenson with it. Outside Jefferson. Back to Stevenson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And Michigan leads by 5.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Taking a look at Arizona. King in at point guard. Johnson is out there with Ewing, and it's Roberts in at the center. Stevenson kicks to Jefferson. Here's Cunningham. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Freak kicks to Landry. Tries a 3. And it's Michigan with the rebound. Michigan with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. 11 feet away. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And now a 9-point Wolverine lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg.
Watch him. He's coming out over there.
A nice lead and looking confident.
And they've got a chance to push this thing to double digits now.
Doubled by King. The feed to Taylor. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Lewis. And a wide open look for Freak. Goes back up. Hollis Jefferson, good.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Outside Banks. 35 seconds left here in the second half of the game. They double him with Freak. Knight with it. Now defended by Freak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Knight with the drive. And once again off the mark by Michigan.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
Then they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Here's King. Can't connect from long distance. And so it's Michigan winning this. Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Georgetown Hoyas and Arizona.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Hudson is out there with Warren, and it's Trice, then there's Price, and it's Randolph in at the shooting guard position.
Well, I tell you what, guys, so many great centers have come through Georgetown. For a while, they were the destination for great centers going into college. You can point to any of their teams and find an NBA center on the roster.
King against Randolph. King outside. Mitchell kicks to Freak. Dishes it to Lewis. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Poked away. King with the steal. Stolen by Randolph. Here's Warren. No good. So Arizona will take it the other way. And now Arizona on the break. The three. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from King. King's got himself on the board with 3 there. Pass to Warren. The 11-footer. And it's King with the rebound.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Lewis outside. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Arizona.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Warren the pass to Randall. Now here's Warren. Defense is right there. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. And it's a completely new group for Arizona. Arizona leading by 3. King, he's in at point guard. Williams is out there with Ewing, and it's Landry in at the 2. And for Georgetown, Nelson is out there with Hudson. Then there's Price, and it's Harkless in at the point.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Here's Ewing. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Arizona making a change here. Lawson's checked in. Warren's checked in for the Hoyas. Trice comes in for Harkless. Here's Warren, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's King. Down low. Here's Ewing. It's hauled in by the Hoyas.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
King with the block. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Williams has got his first points of the night.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
There's a screen. Warren the pass to Gonzalez. Knocks it loose. And now Arizona on the break. Freak with the ball. Lewis gets the bucket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
54 seconds left to play in the first half. Gonzalez into the lane. Charity stripe shot. Offensive rebound. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gonzalez has got his first points of the game.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Now here's Lawson. Lewis down low. He's covered by Hudson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Trice. Great D that time from Lawson.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And a wide open look for Freak. Offline with his 3. And we're through the... And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
King in at shooting guard. Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Lawson in at the point guard position. Taking a look at the Hoyas, they've got Trice. Hudson is out there with Warren. Then there's Price, and it's Randolph in at the 2 guard.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
The Hoyas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And Arizona with some changes. Both teams will make substitutions. And here's Arizona now. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Randolph against King. They set the pick. This one for 3. Arizona with another miss.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
King, he's in at shooting guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Lewis in at the 5 down low.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him.
He's checked in for Arizona. Georgetown trails by 13. There's a minute 47 left here in the second half, and it's sent back by Mitchell. And so it looks like the Hoyas will retain possession here. And here are the Hoyas now. Here's Harkless. From 11 feet away. Rebound by Mitchell.
I think they've got to get back to what they were doing in the first half if they want to win this game. I mean, they're shooting it poorly, and that's really due to the fact that they've not been as sharp in their execution.
That one goes. Count it.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Arizona.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
You see the contributions from role players on the team, and what a game it was for Freak. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to Mitchell. Offline from the high post.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And that one's good.
For 3.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second half. Randolph against King. A 3 ball. No good there. So Arizona wins it. This is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and Arizona.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. They've got Decker. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot. And they'll turn it over, unable to get the shot off. 35-second shot clock violation. On defense, Wisconsin. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country. And with any championship game, you know that every player's going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
King. No good. So the Badgers will take it the other way.
And Badgers have been great since right around the millennium. Since about 1999, they have made the tournament every season. Guys, few schools can say that.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. King's got 5 now.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level. And, you know, for Wisconsin and their consistent appearances in the tournament, guys, they don't just show up and leave now. I mean, they often go deep in the tournament. Sooner or later, I think they might go all the way again.
Now, here is Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wade. Wade controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wade's got his first points of the game.
Relentless on the glass is what he is, and that tip-in was the result of all the hard work he puts in down low.
King, the pass to Goodwin. King against Hill. Fisher grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal in high school.
Taking a look at Arizona. King, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Goodwin. Ewing is out there with Johnson. And it's Hollins in at the 3, the 4-man position. Catching up on the changes for Arizona. Roberts is checked in for Ewing. Williams comes. The Badgers working the ball around now. Back to Walker. Payton in the corner from the wing. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Payton's got his first basket of the night. And King, here we go. It will not find the hoop. It's his 3rd miss. He has made 2. Here's the Badgers with the ball. Walker in the corner. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Walker. Feeds it to Fisher. Got a piece of it. And there are the Badgers with another bucket. 1:51 left to play in the first half.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his...
And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And not exactly the start they were looking for, but there's still a lot of basketball left. You have to think they'll be mixing things up a little bit in terms of adjustments.
Well, Greg, I tell you what, the hole is deep, and if they want to hoist that trophy at the end of the game, they've got to get more from their star player, Freak. He's got to take over.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. The Badgers shooting their first foul shot of the night. Lawson with it. And King, here we go. Evans with some nice D.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's King. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. 10 points for Freak.
It looks like he took that last three a little personal.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Greg. You saw it in his eyes. I mean, heck, that was a payback shot right there. I don't think there's any doubt.
Fires the three. It's hauled in by Arizona. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lawson. King right side. And the pass to Mitchell. King left side. The second chance effort. Cannot hit. So the Badgers will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Out of bounds, Arizona takes possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Arizona trails by 12. And he gets the bucket. King's got 12 in the game.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title. And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Gibson a screen. Johnson against Conley. He dishes it to Hill. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 6 points for Hill. Now here's King. Here's Roberts. Conley grabs the miss.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
King, he's in at the point. Johnson is out there with Ewing, and it's Roberts in at the center position.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
King outside. Four on the shot clock. And that one's good. King's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
The Badgers leading by 9. Here's Gibson. Out to the right wing. Hawkins against King. Payton kicks to Wade. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And King, here we go. Misses the layup.
Boy, he blew the easy two by profiling, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Outside Conley. The dish to Payton. Hawkins, a screen on Carter. Passed away. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the hoop.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg.
So it's Wisconsin picking up the...
We met working at the post office.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner from the University of Texas. With the 12th pick in the NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky. With the 13th pick in the NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky. With the 14th pick in the NBA Draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Cameron Payne from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kelly Oubre from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Terry Rozier from University of Louisville. With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Rashad Vaughn from UNLV. With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Sam Decker from the University of Wisconsin. With the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Jaren Grant from the University of Notre Dame. With the 20th pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Delon Wright with the 21st pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Gerald King from the University of Arizona.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
And we've been... Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And stepping out onto the floor now for his very first official NBA playing time, we're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from King.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
On the floor for Dallas, King in at the three. JaVale McGee is out there with David Lee. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then it's Felton in at the shooting guard. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be... Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Suns lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter. You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, King, he's in at small forward. J.J. Barea is out there with Felton. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Lee in at the 4 slot. And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs. Saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
Great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
King outside. He feeds it to Barea. And King, here we go. And it's Lure with the rebound.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Matthews, he's checked in for Raymond Felton. There's the pick. Price kicks to Chandler, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard break.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the playoffs.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year.
And there you have it, folks. The very first NBA bucket from King.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
Well, with Free Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Matthews.
You know, when you talk about the Suns, their play at home sums up their season. When you are just above average in the West, you won't be in the playoffs. You've got to be really good at home to make it in the West in the playoffs.
5 to shoot. One kick kicks to Warren. That one's good from the corner. Warren's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
And now, your Suns dancers.
Parsons checked in for King.
Dancers, fans, one more time. Give them a hand.
And the first half comes. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second. So it's the Suns taking the dub.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan Player of the Game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off. Trick in the book to get the
And that's it.